Hello. Welcome back for my second broadcast. In the one I did the other day, my first one, it was a few hours before my test results. I was anxious, scared, nervous, all those emotions rolled up in one. Massive knots in my stomach, I was a bit of a wreck. But it's genuine, I was worried. It's fear of the unknown, has this cancer spread? If so, how bad, where to? So much was going around in my head. So, that was a bad time for me, I have to say. So we went to the meeting, to the appointment, and the doctor said that the test results had all come back pretty much as he expected. Hadn't spread to any of the organs, and that was such a massive relief to me. Excuse me, massive relief. It was like a massive, huge weight being lifted from my shoulders just when he said that. He did say that the lymph nodes had spread all over the place, but they were all relatively small, with the biggest ones being, around about 2 centimetres. So no large masses. Some had spread to my bone marrow, but only 4 to 5%, which he said was an acceptable level. He'd be concerned if it was 40, 50%. So, I'll take that. He then went on to treatment. So next Wednesday, it's Friday today, so next Wednesday, I have to go to see the chemotherapy nurse to have whatever tests they're going to do, and I'm sure she'll tell me all about it. Don't really know what to expect, but I guess I don't really need to know at this stage. I'll find out when I get there. And then the following Wednesday, it all starts. Chemotherapy treatment starts. Psychologically, I can't tell you how major that is for me. Just to have a treatment date in the diary, massive for me. This is now the start. This is where it all kicks in. This is where I fight to kick this in a touch. So I'm having 2 forms of chemotherapy on alternate weeks. So week 1, 3, and 5, I'm going to be having R-CHOP chemotherapy. And week 2, 4, and 6, I'm going to be having cetirabine. I've had to look at it. Some of these medical terms I find hard to pronounce. And actually, on that note, in all these broadcasts, I'm not going to talk medical, I'm not going to talk drugs, because I'm not qualified to speak on it. And if I'm brutally honest, I can't pronounce half of them. R-CHOP, I'm not going to tell you what drugs are involved. If you need to know that, it's everywhere. Look it up. This is about my experience rather than from a medical perspective, if that makes sense. More of an emotional journey, I guess. So yeah, it's 6 rounds every 3 weeks, alternate. The cetirabine will involve a hospital stay, 3 to 4 days, which isn't ideal, but I guess it means I don't have to cook for a few days. I feel sorry for my daughter, because it means my wife's got to cook for her while I'm away. Sorry, Lucy. I didn't mean that if you're watching. I'm feeling a lot more positive, and I hope that, I hope you can see that. So that's 18 weeks of chemotherapy. Goes right through Christmas, which isn't great, but, big picture, it's not the end of the world. After that, I'm going to have stem cell transplant or infusion, which will take place in Leicester Hospital. That'll involve a hospital stay of anywhere between 3 and 6 weeks, depending on how I cope with it and how my body reacts to it. Halfway through my chemotherapy program, sort of at the midpoint, I will have to go up to Leicester just to start that process, to find out more information. They'll also need to harvest my stem cells for when they actually do the transplant. So, it's it's a long road, you know, it's not a quick fix. You know, even when I finished the stem cell transplant, I have to have monthly injections for 3 years, and normally it's 2 years, but with Mantle cell they do it for 3 years, and it's all about kicking this thing into remission, you know, and delaying it coming back for as long as possible. So, you know, 12 months, I reckon, you know, what's that in the big picture? It's nothing, is it? It's a blink of an eye. So, yeah, feeling upbeat. You know, I know it's going to be some tough times ahead, but we'll get through it, you know, with the support I've got from everyone. We're going to do this. We're going to smash this. So that's where I'm at now. My next broadcast is going to be a little bit about how I got to this point, because this was picked up as a result of me going to the hospital, to the doctor, for something completely unrelated. So it's quite interesting how it all pans out. So that'll be the next one. And after that, I guess it will be chemotherapy updates, anything that pops into my head. And I guess anything you need to know. I don't know who's watching this, but, you know, if there's anything you want to ask, then pop something in the comments and I'll do my best to reply. And we'll take it from there. So, you know, this helps me a lot, but just by talking, and if it helps other people, then that's an absolute massive bonus, because I've read or watched a lot of videos of people's experience and I find it invaluable. So thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Cheers. Bye now.